go.
Oh, beautiful. All right, we made it in. Woo.
Woohoo!
A little bit of a delay, but hey, we made it in. I am Mr. Poseidon. Welcome to this week's live stream. Sunday evenings at 7 p.m. Hey, how you doing, eh? Let's say hello to my lovely wife first, like we always do. Darling, how are you, sweetheart? Where are you, sweetheart? There you go,
You're
sweet.
always looking for my button.
Let's just,
Hi, everybody. Hello.
we always have to give that nice harmonial music for my wife. Anyhow, so guys, welcome, man. Welcome to the Poseidon Show. I am Mr. Poseidon. If you don't know me, we come to you weekly on Sunday evenings, and we love to talk. Let's talk fishing. This week we got a nice guest on. His name is Captain Scotty Sevins. Captain Scotty Sevins is on today. Yeah, boy, we'll be able to ask him questions. He's a boating guy. He's a surfer. He is a fisherman, period. Surf fisherman, that is, not a surfer. Well, anyway, so this week, guys, I want to say a couple of things before we start. Number one being that drift waders. Drift waders, you guys know that I love them. I wear them. I'm always pushing for them. Why? It's a good wader for the money. Always a good wader for the money. I strive for the best. Now, look, if you like Sims and so on, go ahead, get them. They're very expensive for some of us. I hear they're good waders. I had a pair myself. Unfortunately, I gained a couple of extra pounds, which caused me to look outside the spectrum of $1,000, meaning a little below that. So I found Drift, came upon them, company in Seattle based on the West Coast. Two very good friends, Sam and Nick, started the company. These guys had dreamt of this since they were kids, and now they're to this point where they're producing their own waders, and I think they're dynamite waders for the money, guys. Zipper front waders, you can't beat that. Come on. They have all the waders that you want, but the zipper fronts is the ones that I love. It's very easy for us to go cranking. Anyway, so other than that, welcome everybody to the show, and I want to say hello to a couple of people before we start. Welcome everybody, man. Guys, number one, thank you so much for supporting me. I've been working like crazy. Somebody had an injury at work. I'm sorry to my buddy Shane. He works with us at the job. So I had a lot of coverages to do at work, and the fishing has been a little less the last 2 weeks. But I'm dying to get out this week. We'll see what's up. Next week I'll be up in Rhode Island. And other than that, let's say hello to everybody here. John Francisconi, what's up? Heaven and Hell, thank you so much for introducing me to Captain Scotty Sevins. Thanks so much. Danny DeMorales here, a staple here. Chris Gannon, Jay Falco, Bronx Surfcaster, Striper Hunter. How you doing, buddy? Wolf, there he is, Wolf of Rhode Island. So before we go any further, Wolf of Rhode Island, guys, if you know, he got his profile stolen on Instagram.
What?
Yeah, he got his profile stolen on Instagram, and it was kind of bad. You know, you work so hard at something, and then to be taken away from you so fast like that, it's just, I understand. So anyway, I'd gone fishing with him last year in the fall season in Rhode Island, and he took me out, and this guy can't begin to tell you enough what a good surf fisherman, and he's a tough surf fisherman. What do I mean by that? The guy hauls. He hauls butt, let's put it that way. Running on the rocks where I was just barely tiptoeing across rocks that I thought I would never make it. But Charlie, you put me on some great fish that night. Thank you so much. And I remember him giving me a lure, and the lure that he gave me was Allen Custom Lures. It's what I'm holding here right now. I just want to let you know I lost that lure on you that night, and I know how much you loved it. You told me so much about it, and you gave it to me. You said, don't lose the lure, right? And at the end of the night, you give it to me. I'm like, no problem. I lost the freaking lure that night. My Lama Glass GSB had a cracked tip, and it was cutting the line. Horrible, horrible. But, Charlie, I'm here to tell you that I got you one, man, right here. Allen Custom Lures. I picked this up in Maine in the Sacco Bait and Tackle shop up there. Thanks so much for that. And, Charlie, I'll be mailing that to you in the mail soon. Thanks so much, buddy. I hope you enjoy it. I know you will. I know you like Allen Customs. You're the man that introduced me. And thank you so much, Charlie. That one's for you, buddy. Thanks. And say hi to your wife, Dina. All right, let me continue on the giveaways at the end of the show. Well, you know what? Let's hold off a little bit. I got some good giveaways. And Scotty Sevins told me he's giving away his house. I'm telling you. No, he's not giving it away. I'm just kidding. All right, so let's continue. Anything else, honey, that I have to inform everybody? That main video's coming out very soon.
Oh, okay, yeah. And some people have been asking how they can register for the Montauk Challenge.
Okay, guys, yeah, I cannot forget. This is like the biggest thing of all. Give it to me when we catch a tide next week. Absolutely, buddy. I'll be there next week for sure, buddy. Okay, going back. I'm doing my Montauk 3-Day Striper Challenge October 20, 21st, and 22nd. That's a Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Doesn't mean, you know, it's the biggest striper lengthwise. And it doesn't mean you have to enter all 3 days or be there all 3 days. You can be there one of the days, 2 of the days, or 3 of the days. Now, check it out. At the bottom of this video, honey, we'll leave the Eventbrite.
The link is already in the description, yeah.
Okay, so the link is already in the description. And you can go to Eventbrite. I'll tell you right now, go to Eventbrite.
Eventbrite.com and search for Mr. Poseidon Fishing. And Eventbrite is EVENTBRITE.com.
Yeah, or just punch Mr. Poseidon. It comes right up.
Yeah.
All the rules and regulations. It's going to be $40 a person. Every time somebody puts in, the pool keeps getting higher. Right now it stands at $550. That's how much the pool is. And the more people that come in, the better. And it's going to be a lot of fun, guys. At the end, Saturday night, we'll give out the awards. My award is going to be from here on in. Like Rick Hernandez got, if anybody saw on Instagram, I gave him the picture with the plaque on the bottom that said First Annual Striper Challenge. That was a one-day Striper Challenge in Piermont that I do. Burgers galore. We had food, abundance of food. Everybody had a good time. And it happened to be a great day for catching fish. It was fantastic for catching fish. But other than that, wear your drift waders, be safe, wear your corkers. It's a beautiful thing, baby. Yeah. All right, let me continue on. Nick, I'm waiting for you, buddy. So what else do I want to say, honey?
Yeah, Wolf of Rhode Island was saying that you can give it to him.
I spoke to him already. I said it.
Week.
You're not listening. You're not paying attention. This is like real life now. When I ask you to do something in the house and you go,
listen to you.
What? What did you say? Yeah, I just asked you to, and then you start yelling at me and things turn and then I'm in the wrong. Why does this always happen to us? Oh, my goodness. Terrible. Oh, my God, I'm getting angry online. Okay, no, I'm not getting angry. Okay, so let's go back to the show. Let's talk about fishing. Okay, back to the Striper Challenge. Yeah, so go to Eventbrite, check it out, punch in Mr. Poseidon, all the rules and regulations. Last time I'm saying it, at least for this show. Go, man. We're going to have a great time. We're going to have the final night will be the party in my room where we give out the awards. We have food. Everybody's there. We're hanging out. We had a couple of boxing matches in between. Money put down. There was good money made on those fights last year. No, there was no fights. We had a great time. Everybody had a great time. And fishing in Montauk, it's classic. Classic. With your buddies, I consider everybody that comes to my events and is a subscriber to my channel, my buddy. This is what I always wanted. We never had kids. And I always tell, my wife in bed, I says, honey, I feel like the subscribers are my kids. And she looks at me and she says, shut the bleep up, go to bed and relax. And I'm like, okay, I try though. And that's a fact. Cheers. Cheers to Poland Spring Water.
We're seeing that Orlando got sick with COVID. Feel better, Orlando.
Oh, no. Okay, let's talk about NorCal Cat. He was on the show last week. If you leave a comment on the bottom, you'll be eligible for the prizes today. Don't leave the show. Go do that. Got it? Orlando, I'm sorry you got a little beat up, buddy. You're always a staple on the show, too. You're here weekly, Orlando. I love you, dude. So I got good news for you coming. I think you're going to enjoy it. Hopefully, Orlando will be able to make the Montauk 3-Day Challenge. He'll be giving a little seminar there at the Montauk Manor. At the, I have a little private hall there. There'll be poles there for girls to... No, I'm just kidding. There's none of that going on. I'm just kidding. But he will be giving the seminar on conservation, fishing, just good times, all about fishing and fun, man, with your friends. You guys are my friends, man. I never had kids, right, honey? And don't I say that to you all the time and you say me the same thing? Shut the bleep up, right? Okay. Tell the truth. Okay. Surfcasting Chris, what's up? Chuck Dumas, Tom Houde, always a pleasure. James Flynn,
We can borrow Dina's
NorCal
and
Cat. Thanks,
Charlie's
fellas. I
kids.
think I put in my Juju Academy. Absolutely. D-Bar, Night Shift Fishing. I will see you next week, buddy. Matthew, you are the best. Striking it, baby. I know what you're talking about. All right, Diane, who's that? Linda. Dina. Hey, Dina, how you doing, baby?
they'll
Nice
give
to
us
see
their
you.
kids.
That's Charlie's wife.
She says that she'll let us have some of their kids.
All right, bring them on in. I love it. Mr. Poseidon accepts all kids, all the time. Wait,
Borrow
that
them.
doesn't
Only
sound
borrow
right.
them.
Yeah, only borrow them, and it's not borrowing that.
What?
This is a show. We can't say those kind of things. It doesn't sound right. People take it in other ways, you know? I don't want anybody's kids, all right? Ocean State Bass Fishing. Good evening, buddy. Always a pleasure to see you on. And Ocean State promised me he's going to be on my show soon enough. All right, now, let's get to the man right now. The guy I've been waiting to speak to, Mr. himself, Brad Pitt. Here he comes, Captain Scotty Sevins. Welcome to the show, buddy. Welcome.
What's going on? How you doing?
Hey.
All right.
Sound check. How you
Sound
doing,
check.
Scotty?
Good. How are you guys doing? Can you hear me okay?
Scotty, it's a beautiful
Sounds
thing.
good.
Remember what I told you earlier? We got to take turns just in case the internet's a little bad, that we neither of us lose anything of what we're talking about. So I'll be on for the next 10 minutes. No, I'm just kidding. Scotty, welcome to the show, man. So what's been going on? How's the fishing? Tell me.
What's happening?
What's going on, Mr. P? Thanks for having me on. This year has been great. You know, other than the fact the last few weeks you kind of get into the summer doldrums, but it's been a really great year so far, especially early season for the bass around me and Sheep's Head especially. This was a special year for the Sheeps down my way.
Very
So-
nice. So I want to say, guys, when he said the sheep's head, she's talking about the fish, honey. You saw those little striped fish, the black and white? Those are called zebra fish. No, I'm
we
just
have a
kidding.
picture?
I lie to my wife a lot when it comes to fish.
He's so
I'm
silly.
sorry. But those are the fish
So-
she's talking about. And I have to tell you, Scotty, before you say anything else, I love,
Yeah.
love, and I'm going to say it one more time, love your logo. Honey, can you show everybody that logo, please?
Yeah.
You got to see this, guys.
So that's a sheep's head that's in there.
Yeah, that's it.
If-
That's what I'm showing everybody. And I love that logo, Scotty.
Thank you.
That is so cool.
That is so cool, dude. That is one of the coolest logos out there. I mean, if you're not Superman in that picture, I don't know what you are. That's a great logo, dude. Very nice. Good taste. Good taste.
Very cool. What were you saying?
Photography has always been a passion of mine, and it's just a picture that I was able to work with to create that. So I'm not good at graphic design, but I'm really good with photo editing.
Excellent. Excellent. I'll be calling you a lot more than I knew now that I would. But anyway, other than that, let's talk about your fishing now, Scotty. So what's been
Yeah.
going on with fishing lately?
So lately, like I said, this time of year, you kind of get into the summer doldrums. Things get a little bit tough, but really, I start off my year basically fishing bass, backwater stripers. So a lot of your following are surfcasters. Am I correct?
That's correct, Scotty. And there's a lot of people that don't like you right now, but don't worry about that. I'll talk to them after the show.
No.
It's okay. I have the utmost respect for the surf guys, and they grind harder than anybody in the community. They really do. They put in their time and they work hard for what they get.
Now,
There's no doubt about it.
now,
Yeah.
I love what you just said because I've never heard this in my whole career fishing. And guys, we are surfcasters. We are surf fishermen. Did you just hear what a boat fisherman said about us? I've never heard more truth come out of a guy. The show should just end right here, right now. That was beautiful. I love that. I appreciate you for saying that. And that's a fact because that's why I always say, guys, we are the bulls of the ocean. You know, waves are crashing, winds in our face, tides, moons, everything. We just push forth all the time.
It's tough.
It's really
tough.
incredible. You know, moving, walking. I mean, surf bass fishing isn't a spot you go to in the pond, and I'm not making anybody who fishes in the pond, because I fished many years in the pond as a little boy thinking I was going to catch a striped bass, until this one guy came and said, "What are you, nuts?" And then I understood everything because he explained everything to me. But anyhow, going back to what I'm saying, it's a passion, and I understand and I respect you for saying that. And gentlemen, once again, we are the bulls of the ocean. Always remember that. Scotty, back to you, buddy.
But Scott,
Yeah,
you're
so-
also surf fisherman, aren't you?
Yes.
What's that?
You also surf fish as well.
Yes, I do surf fish. The majority of my my surf fishing is land-based shark fishing, which I've been doing for quite a while. Not a whole ton the last 2 years. It's kind of gotten unruly, so to speak. There's a lot of people doing it. It's really crowded, and it's hard to explain, but they're, kind of giving out tickets around my way. But yeah, that's mainly what I do. And usually I am an on-foot fisherman. I do a lot of foot fishing, especially in the early spring. That's what I start off doing, targeting bass, always on foot. And a lot of times you can have more successful sessions on foot than you can when it comes to boat fishing during the early season.
Wow. Now again, I'm a little shocked right there. That's cool, isn't that, honey? The show should just end right here. This is turning out to be a fantastic. I'm getting a lot of. Go ahead.
I'll tell you this. So I'm a boat guy, and like I said, I'm more of a backwater guy. So I fish the marshes and the back bays heavily. That's what I do. And I'll tell you this. After years of doing that, I started fishing on foot. And when I started fishing on foot, that's when my whole paradigm changed. That's what made me go to the next level as an angler. Because the thing of it is it forces you to sit and focus and fish what you have in front of you and figure out how to fish it correctly, rather than running to the next spot and overrunning fish. And a lot of times, like I said, the fish are there, but when being on a boat, you might get frustrated after a few minutes and just move on. Where, like I said, being on foot, it just forces you to work with what you have in front of you. So I encourage anybody, even if they're boat fishermen, to definitely start fishing on foot more.
Yeah, I just want to mention here one of my most knowledgeable, I think, NorCal Cat, that's Orlando. He's reading you. He says, I like fishing, period. I think it's important to understand all aspects of techniques to catch fish. They will complement each other.
Definitely.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I got, he made me 2 plugs. I think I got them over the winter time, which I absolutely love. They're awesome. He made me a set of a backwater spook and a backwater popper matching set. So
nice, very nice. So I want to talk a little bit more and get a little deeper quickly, only because I can't wait. I was very intrigued when I saw this. Please don't tell me the cover that I saw you on. Please don't tell me it was made in New Jersey or something on one of these boots where I wanted you to tell me it's real because I didn't know this.
Oh.
Yep, the Fisherman magazine. Yeah, I got the, that's me. I'm on the cover of the August issue for Fisherman magazine, which highlighted the sheep's head fishery in New Jersey. So, yeah, that was my cover shot.
That's great.
What a beautiful shot.
Really
I just love it.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's photography is something I worked really hard on. And everything I do it's all solo self photography. So,
right. Wow.
It was something that I struggled with for the longest time, but when you're able to pull off shots like that by yourself, it just gives you it's just a much deeper sense of accomplishment.
Absolutely. And I'm going to tell you something, Scotty, that you don't know, and I'm going to surprise you right now. So I love photography all my life. I did wedding photography with my wife for 11 years. Now, I got a brain tumor at a certain point in my life. I'm not telling everybody how old I am. I still think they believe I'm 27. But I had a brain tumor, and they had to operate. They got it out. Benign 100%, but I am deaf in my left ear. I have tinnitus, which I hear the constant ringing. But I never hear it. All I hear is "let's go fishing," and I'm like all crazy about it. But other than that, yeah, that's my story as far as.
But that was the photography.
Yeah.
You know, we like photography too.
We did. My wife was there on my side, and we did a magnificent job. And we got tons of calls. We were getting more calls after we decided to stop because of my injury or tumor, whatever you want to call it. Benign again, guys. Don't worry about it. I'm going to be around annoying you every single Sunday, 7 p.m. But other than that, we did photography, and we loved it. So I understand when you tell me. So when I see a shot like that, really magnificent, really beautiful, and you get those shots because you are passionate about your sport and your love for fishing, Scotty. El told me he sleeps with live sheep's head in his bed at night. I believe her now, you know? So
yeah, you get poked every once in a while, but you know.
Right. There you go. Good sport. So you were telling me now, let's talk about a little bit about your private life if you don't mind. You have a fiance?
Yes, sir, I do. Yep. My fiance Ashley, who's extremely supportive of what I do. I have a lot of friends that it's a fight every time they want to go fishing. I am blessed that she is supportive and encouraging of it. So
right. Good. And I have the same right here because she can't stand this show off the side, but she's here every week with me. She's helping me. I really have a wonderful wife. I'm very lucky to have met her in my life. She pulled me out of the gutter just in time, and I'm not kidding, Scotty. Just in time.
I truly believe it. That's what mine.
And really, and you only know me one day. Do I sound that bad? I mean, no, tell me. No, I'm just kidding.
Got a history. You know what I mean?
All right, Scotty, let's continue on your boat thing. So I want to know, how did this all start for you when you were a kid? I know you started young, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah. So I was born Memorial Day weekend, and was basically on the beach the next week in Ocean City, and on boats even as a newborn. Fast forward a few years, they started bringing me out fishing. Like one of my earliest fishing memories is my dad and my grandpa, actually, when I was 3 years old, they took me out mako fishing. They ended up hooking about a 10-foot mako, and watching, burned in my memory of that fish out of the water and swimming past the boat. And that started my obsession with fishing and sharks in particular. From a very early age. So kind of fast forward, we got some smaller boats, the boats ended up becoming bigger. I ended up offshore fishing for about 18 years or so. In that time, my brother had passed away. I took a break for a year or two, went through some dark times. I came back. I jumped on my little boat, and I never looked back ever since. And that's when I fell in love with the backwater fishing. It was something that didn't cost $1,000 in fuel to run out and do. At the time, there wasn't a whole lot of people doing it, so there wasn't a whole lot of boat traffic. And I found my peace. I found my place in the world when I got into the marsh. So
and I'm going to tell you, these back bays, these have produced some magical fish. And when I say magical, some big fish in the back bays. I know there was what's the couple, honey, that we interviewed at the show in Long Island? The couple, Get Real Bass Fishing. Sorry about that, buddy, but him and his wife last year, I know she scored a 50-something pound fish. out in the
believe-
back bays. And,
Yeah.
you know, these fish know where to go to hunt. They remember everything, especially if
They
they're
do.
coming back to the areas where they've been.
Yep. Yeah. Actually, I have the Egg Harbor River, which feeds my bay system. And we have resident fish there that never leave. And there's been multiple 50s caught in that river. And like I said, they stay there. There's actually a spawning population of striped bass in the Egg Harbor River. Not a lot of people realize that, but there is.
Right,
And
right.
you know, our resident population is another is something special. It's another great thing. Like we have resident fish that just never leave, and our resident fishery is that's what the bread and butter is. That's what we have down here.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. It's amazing. And I'm going to mention it because it's on the internet. The video I was watching yesterday, I was telling you about down in Jersey, they were killing them. In the springtime, I saw down there. I never seen bigger fish being taken out. And I was
Yeah.
getting a little angry because I was watching young 17-year-old kids going, this is my personal best. And I'm like, 47 pounds? Your personal best you just started? They
Yeah,
were
that
pulling
was-
out cannons down there.
Yep, the Atlantic City area is something special, especially in the spring and fall.
Keep
I
your
mean-
eyes, your ears open, guys. Go ahead. I'm sorry for that, Scotty.
But the T Jetty in Atlantic City, that's where Al McReynolds caught that world record striped bass that stood for, I don't know, 20 years, I
Sure.
believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a special area. And even the back bays, Absecon Bay area, it's an amazing fishery. It's a different world up there compared to where I'm at, for sure.
Yeah, you're getting your buddy there, Zach Pillar. He's telling you that's our secret, Scotty. Come on, LOL. Yeah, listen, like I tell everybody, look, man, I know everybody has their secret spots. If it's really a secret spot, just keep it to yourself. Don't mention a word. Don't even tell your mother about it. Don't say a word. Go to your spot and go fishing. But you know what the problem is? Let me tell you. Let me tell you what the problem is. I got to put on a little music.
What?
The problem is that we're human beings, and personally, me, I love company. You know, I'm a loner when I go fishing because I go midweek. There's not a lot of people, and I'm a loner. But I love company. Look, I started this YouTube channel. Man, when I was at my Poseidon Challenge last year, or even the one-day challenge here in Piedmont, it's beautiful. God bless you, Rick. I know you're out there listening. Rick picked up his picture yesterday. We went out to dinner with him and his beautiful girlfriend, Beth. We went out to Confetti's in Piedmont. The food was good. Okay. We went out to Pier and we had a couple of drinks, and they're a wonderful couple to hang out with. Really, really are. They make us feel young again, even though we're younger than them. But anyway, other than that, no, my wife's laughing. I'm kidding. But great guy, won his thing. Anyway, going back to what I was saying. What was I saying, honey?
You crack me up.
Yeah, I know I cried. So how many freaking long years has this been? 28?
Oh my God, it's gonna be
Okay.
24 years.
Yeah, 24 married. It's a beautiful thing. Scotty's sitting on the side. Would you remind me of what I'm talking about?
Scotty, what was he saying?
We were just talking about the fishery,
Yes.
the Back Bay fish and Atlantic City.
I'm sorry.
But-
And what I was going to say is there really is no more secret spots. There's so many people out there YouTubing and pictures, and
Right.
please don't get angry at people. Just go fishing, because striped bass, listen to me, they're not there every day. Okay, there's certain spots. They're coming around the bend. You're getting them for a couple of weeks. It's a beautiful thing. I understand that. And I love you guys that. I love you guys for that. But for most of us, like myself, I got to hunt these things. I got to go to Montauk. I love going to Montauk. I love going to Montauk. I love going to Montauk. Rhode Island, Massachusetts. I recently went to Maine. It was a beautiful thing. New Jersey, I'm down there all the time. I have this year's permits. I'll be down in Long Beach Island, beautiful place. And that's Scotty's territory. He told me if I catch you down there, I'm going to stab you. I'm like, okay, I won't do it. But no, Scotty's a wonderful
No.
person. He would never do that. But let's go back to Scotty, because this is about him. Does anybody out there... Okay, go ahead, Scotty. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to ask right now if anybody would like to call in. You want to put up the number on the screen? We're going to put up a number on the screen here. We're going to have some nice little calling calls. Here, honey, you have to take care of that part.
Okay.
I'm going to lower your mic when it comes time.
Okay.
When it comes time.
There it is.
All right, so guys, call in right now if you want to ask Scotty Sevins a question. No sex questions, all right? This is not a joke. I'm not fooling around.
Oh, by the way, I love your pineapple mug.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Cheers to you, Scotty,
Yep.
to Poland spring water. It's a delicious.
About pineapple, I have a closet obsession with pineapples. I keep a pineapple on my boat at all times. I don't leave the dock without a pineapple.
Oh, that's so funny.
Thank you, man.
Good luck.
That's so cool. I love that.
So cute.
Days where that pineapple has saved me from a skunk. So
Yeah.
that's like one of my biggest secrets, my biggest weapons when it comes to fishing.
I have to tell
Yep.
everybody out there that what he just said, it saved him from a skunk.
Yep.
This one right here, right now, will save anybody from any kind of skunk they've ever felt in their life. Okay, that's enough said about that. Back to Scotty.
Yep. Yeah, so you always keep a pineapple on my boat. There's always one in the cooler.
Got it. Yeah, so, okay, going back. So, Scotty, we got somebody on the line here. She's setting him up. Hey, how you doing? Can I put him on? Okay, here we go. You can discover it on my phone. We're just getting all lined up. You know, we're new at this kind of call and stuff, but it's fun. It's fun when you get somebody to call in. Dina, what's up, Dina? Charlie, you're the best, baby. I went fishing with Charlie last year in Rhode Island. What a guy, man. What a fisherman. Who's that? Chris? Chris.
Chris is on.
Okay, wait. Chris, can we hear you?
Hello.
Yeah, there he is. Chris, how you doing, buddy?
Good. How you doing?
Great, man. What's going on tonight?
Not much. Just got back from fishing the canal. Had a good time. Met up with Oscar and Matt.
Oh, nice, man. Cool. I'll be there next week. I'll be fishing down by your way. I'll be with, do you know Night Shift Fishing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be down there. I know he's got his new trike going. I'm going to have my bike down there, a little electric powered. I'm sorry. You know, I'm 27 years old. I can't do this anymore. So got a little electric backing me up on that one.
I've been looking at the electric ones. They look nice.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So we got Chris on tonight, and you're here to ask Captain Scotty Sevins a question. What is that?
Yeah, Scotty, I got a question for you. I'm just a surfcaster, and I don't do any boat fishing, really, unless it's out on a charter. I'm curious to you as your process to find new spots.
Oh, that's a tough one. So it depends on what I'm doing, but really my process is it all starts with Google Earth. You know what I mean? Whether I'm boat fishing or I'm fishing on foot, finding access, and especially with boat fishing and trying to relate it in my terms. But a lot of times Google Earth, and there's another app that I found that actually is a little bit better than Google Earth, that it'll even show you the grass flats in a bay system that you can see them. And a lot of times, like, those grass flats are keys to finding fish. But to me, it all starts with Google Earth, man. I
Very
think,
nice. That's the same for me, too, so that's good to hear. What's the other app you use?
Let me see. You know what? I'm going to have to get. What I'll do is I'll put it in the comments because I'm using my phone.
Or I'll make it even easier. You can let me know. I'll put it on the bottom of the video, the link, and then everybody can go check it out.
Yeah, definitely. But I'll definitely let you know as soon as the show's over. And
Great.
It just seems like for me in my area, it's a little bit more detailed. And like I said, you can see the shading with the grass flats better than you can on Google Earth. It's just a new app I found. I don't think it's anything special, but I'll definitely let you know.
Zach is texting in.
Awesome.
I'm
That sounds
sorry,
great.
honey. I got your mic off. Say that again, sweetheart. I'm sorry.
We have Zach writing in that it's Navionics, the app.
Yes, I do use Navionics too, but that doesn't give you like the real Earth shot. Like Navionics is good, but that's more giving you a GPS chart that you would see on GPS system.
Right.
It's something similar to Google Earth, but I will definitely get that name for you.
Okay, cool.
Thank you. And I love,
Thanks so much, Chris.
I love the knowledge. Chris,
Thank you
so much,
Yeah.
buddy.
Thanks,
You're a
guys.
gentleman and scholar for this one. Thank you.
See you soon.
All right. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. All right, in a minute, we'll have somebody else calling in. But before I want to say anything, I don't have many people donating to me, and we don't ask for it. We give away a lot of stuff. I think I've given away 5 Van Stall 250s, just the same amount with VRs and lots of great prizes. And again, today, I'm going to be having these giveaways, guys, right here. You can put me on the line for a second, Scott. I'll be right back. We're going to have a giveaway of an Ebbpoint Surfcasters leader bag. Okay, that's one thing we're going to give away. And you can see it's a beautiful leader bag. I love it. I just ordered another choo-choo bag with another a small bag in front of it for bucktails. I can't wait to get that one. I got that one in orange for you guys. I also have for the giveaway today an SP Minnow, a chicken scratch. I love these lures. These have always been my favorite. Bill Wetzel turned these on to me the first time in Montauk. Bill Wetzel, surfcasting guy, dynamite guy. He taught me everything I know about surf fishing today. And I've been with this guy many, many years. I follow him like a disciple for a reason, because the freaking guy knows what he's talking about, and he's always put me on the fish in Montauk. No bull. He's always put me. I saw everything with this guy under a full moon. Eels, we caught them on the beach. Stripers in front of us 5 feet. Now, I'm not saying you're going to go out with Bill Wetzel and catch a 30-pounder, but I promise you this. If you ever go out with this gentleman, surf fishing guide, best in Montauk, best. I promise you this, that you will become a better surf fisherman and you will know Montauk when he's said and done with you. I've been with him over a dozen times fishing. Dynamite guy. I've been to his shindig events in July where he raises kids for, what is it called, honey? Or
Kidsneedmore.org.
Kidsneedmore.org. You can always go there and donate money also. Thank you, Bill Wetzel, for everything. So this is the giveaway for today. But right now, we're going to take a short recess, and the recess is over right now. So I got Zinger Baits here. Zinger Baits is my man when it comes to plastics. I got a different bunch of baits in here. I got my traditional baits that he made for me. It's a shad with the traditional colors of the Triton that he calls them from Mr. Poseidon. And I love that one. I use that in certain places that I go to in the winter times for stripers. I got smaller shads in here, and I also got a excited tail here, a Bombay shad. Beautiful stuff. You're going to love this one. I promise you. Just get the heads for it. Depending where you're going, jetty or whatever, make sure you accommodate for where you're going. You could be in a pond, and you need nothing but an eighth of a jig head, an eighth of an ounce of a jig head. You could be in a jetty, and the water's really moving, and there you're going to need maybe a 3-ounce jig head. So accommodate where you're going. But these are great baits, and I call them great because they're very durable. Durable is the name of the game when it comes to plastics. Durability. I've gone through a couple of bluefish. I'm not saying that, it's good for bluefish. It's not, but I'm just trying to give you the idea that they do last. They're sturdy. They're tough baits. I love you, Mike. Thank you very much. I'm glad I met you. I fished with this guy a couple of times. Zinger Baits. Check him out on Instagram also. I'll leave a description on the bottom. And also, my buddy, Vinnie's Customs, I'm going to give you a little bit. It's called this one a hammer jig. Dynamite stuff. You can use this for bluefish. You might even be able to use this for albies. Just reel it in really quick. But just good stuff. I got my order coming in from Vinnie's in a few weeks for the show for the Montauk Striper Challenge, guys. Everybody who joins gets a box with lures inside, a ticket that you're going to give me on Saturday night for an extra gift added on top. And my gifts are no bullshit. Okay? I'm sorry. I didn't mean that, YouTube. But my gifts are not bad. They're good stuff. I'm probably going to have another VR as a backup for that night. My wife just went like this. Ready? Honey, let's go right to you. Tell them how you did that. Tell them. No, it wasn't like that. It was like this. Look, ready? That's how it was. Oh, my goodness. Anyway.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So, yeah. So, those are the gifts that we're going to give away right now. But how can we give these away? Let's do that questionnaire thing that you were asking earlier about Scotty. Let's come up with a question about Scotty. Like tonight, do you remember anything about that we talked about? Or were you just acting like you remembered? I'm going to kill you after the show. No, I'm not. That's a joke. People take that serious these days. Anyway.
Jeez.
So what can we ask as a question about Scotty? Scotty, let me ask Scotty. What can we ask a question? You can make up the question. And the first guy to get it right is going to win this Zinger Baits and this Vinnie's Customs right now. But and you gotta watch the screen with me because you can't give me the answer obviously because everybody will hear it.
Yeah, of course.
Of course. Thank you.
So I'll go with.
Listen, everybody. Listen. Stop, Scotty. Stop. Listen, everybody. Listen. Whatever person comes up first on Scotty's screen, not mine, because all these screens, they come up different, the answers. So the first person that Scotty sees with the correct answer to his question is going to win the Zinger package and the jig head from Vinnie's Customs. Great lures. Check them out, by the way. Check them out. Vinnie's Customs, I love you. We'll leave a link. So go ahead. It's the floor's on you.
Yeah, I love Zinger Baits, by the way. They're great. They really are. So, all right, question is, what was my earliest fishing memory that got me bit?
Oh, so one of your real fans would know.
Okay, so go ahead. Look on.
I talked about it on the show earlier.
Oh, you talked about it.
Yeah, I mentioned it on the show.
Go ahead.
So you should be seeing this. Are you seeing this on your answers there?
Yeah, somebody got it.
Okay, who is that?
Who's the first one?
Oh, wait, hang on. Let me see. It looks like it was actually Christopher Carrique. It's Carrique.
Mako D. Hart.
Yeah, he meant to say Mako Shark.
Gotcha. So tell us what he answered and why. Ask it again so everybody gets a good explanation.
So my earliest fishing memory, I was talking about it on the show, was when I went Mako fishing when I was about 3 years old with my dad and grandpa. And I saw that Mako come out of the water. Nice. So, and that's what really got me bit and started into fishing. So,
good thing that, okay, so congratulations to Christopher Carrique. He goes, I type quick. He goes, LOL. That's not funny. I won't send this to you. No, I'm just kidding, buddy. I'm just kidding. Congratulations on that win. Good way to keep on tap on Mr. Poseidon's show. I like those kind of guys, Chris.
Nice.
Maybe I won't send him this prize. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so congratulations on that.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, Grandpappy, I want to say thank you so much. Grandpappy, guys, have been here from the start. Also, last year at this time when we had 8 people viewing the show, that wasn't fun. It was a lot of fun. I mean, everybody knew each other. And I still know everybody like a family. Everybody who's on right now, I've seen you before. And if you're out there and you're wondering, oh, man, come on, man, subscribe to my channel. Let's go. Come on. Wait. Let me get a better song on. There we go. A little bit more action. Let's go, man. Subscribe to the channel. We worked so hard. We've invested about $50,000 in this whole thing since the start. And we made back, wait, I don't want to say zero. We've decided to go with YouTube and tell them that every time we get paid $1,000, we make $1,000, that they should pay us. We made 1,000 subscribers back last, when was it? January. So we made 1,000 subscribers in January. Up to this date right now, we've made $603 up till today. So if you want to start a YouTube channel, be my guest. Be my guest. If you think I'm rich and everything, I'm not. So we got another $49,666 million to go to catch up. Other than that, please, if you could make a donation, even $1 or $2, I don't care what it is. I love you guys. I really believe in you guys. You know, every week I talk about my subscribers. Thank you so much. I want to say, Grandpappy, thank you, brother. You are the man. Thank you to everybody who comes to my channel on a weekly basis. Even $1 will help. A quarter. See me in the street, give me a quarter. I'll be so happy. Freaking quarter. No, I'm just kidding.
So silly.
I'm kidding. All right, let's go back to Scotty Sevins again. I like this guy. I learned a lot tonight, honey.
We have Striper Hunter asking, Scotty, what one lure do you have rigged and ready to go?
At all times. So if people have been following me for any length of time, and I'm not getting paid to say this,
Right.
But Dart Spin by a Band of Anglers is my #1 go-to for everything and anything. I've been using them since they came out, and that lure will catch any fish that swims. It really will.
Nice. Scotty, I know I think I asked you earlier when I first was speaking to you this afternoon, but how's the tuna fishing? Do you like doing that? Are you into that?
So I do. I've gotten away from offshore fishing, in the last few years. But down in South Jersey, it's good, but it's not like it is in North Jersey, where the guys are going out and catching them on the jigs and poppers. So I really can't speak to how that bite has been this year.
Right.
So.
I know you also spoke to me and you said to me, yeah, that's more north. I remember last year, I think they were doing a little better when it came to the tuna fishing, but especially out in Coney Island area here in New York, about a mile or two out, they were, like you said, they were doing the bluefin tuna out there. It was incredible.
Yeah, a couple miles off the beach. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I'd love to get out there and do that this year. Hoping the bluefin fish up there. We usually bring our boat up to Shark River for the fall and fish out of Shark River.
Very cool. Very cool. So now I have to ask you, so obviously I know what you're going to say, but your most fun fish to catch, buddy?
That would have to be sheep's head for sure. That's what my addiction is. But when it comes to fun, I would have to say sharks. Absolutely. Especially this time of year, it's, when all the bite on everything else gets tough, you can always count on them to put a bend in the rod, and nothing is going to give you a fight like a shark will.
Okay, so I've caught sharks before, tons of them. Field 6, Jones Beach, I've been out there, I've done that. But what I'm really interested now I see that you say your favorite fish to catch is sheep's head. And I'm like, why? Why is that your favorite fish to catch? What would make me a guy who's like looking at it going, freak that, I'm catching striped bass. I don't want to catch that. Why wouldn't that be your favorite fish? Why wouldn't a striper be over a sheep's head?
So here's the thing. Striped bass is a way of life. That's what we have, to chase. Nothing will ever replace that. Sheep's head is like an extremely difficult fish to chase and catch, and extremely rewarding at the same time. When you do end up right, it's one of the most rewarding fish possible. Not to mention, it's a relatively new fishery for New Jersey and even New York, because you guys actually have a really good sheep's head fishery up in New York as well. There's a few guys doing it, but it's not a ton like down in Jersey now.
I know Rick Hernandez, who's in Brooklyn. Rick, how's the sheep's head fishing by you? I don't know if Rick actually fishes with him. He's more of a striped bass guy. I've been fishing with him in Montauk. Just a few months ago, we went in June together. We hit a couple of bluefish, couple of schoolies. Rick, you out there? Let me know. Okay, honey, let's put up.
Saying stripers are too smart.
Yeah, stripers are too smart. I want you to put up that number again for me, please.
Oh.
Yeah, please.
We have your number over here. which is 845-213.
Yeah, so anybody right now, please call that number. Anybody out there who wants, call that number. We're here to ask Scotty some questions. If your boat has a hole in it, I'm pretty sure he'll tell you how to fix it. Call him up right now. Consider him a boat mechanic right now if you want to call him.
200. You never go.
Yeah, Rick Hernandez says 0. He does not fish for sheep's head. But, yeah, I was with Rick yesterday again. He picked up his trophy, which I love to give as a Riverkeeper art piece about that event. He got a picture drawn about him. Okay.
Ronnie is asking, there's a ban on shark fishing? Question.
So I think that's that goes based on town, and the shark fishing is definitely a little bit of gray area. Like down by me, Sea Isle just and shark fishing from the beach.
Say hello to Kevin Maltoso, please.
Some of the species you're not allowed to bring up on shore, like your sandbar sharks and your sand tiger sharks. They must stay in the water. But we do still have species you can target, like black tips is one of them. But you will find them not as often. But you have to be careful, and I would definitely look into what your town says as far as if they have a ban on or not.
Right. Thank you for that. That's for sure. That's a great answer. I appreciate that from you, Scotty. Everything has been great, Scotty, with you. You know, I didn't really know you when I spoke to you. I'm being honest. I'm not a bullshit artist here. I didn't think the show was going to be that exciting, and I feel this has been a really good show as far as knowledge, right, honey?
Yeah, why wouldn't you think it was?
All you got to do is give me the noose, and I can fit it around my wife's neck. It'll be perfect after that. But other than that, it's great, man. It's been a great show with you. I'm enjoying this right now. I don't want to leave. We're going to hang out another couple of minutes with Scotty here because he is a great fisherman, and I believe that now, and I believe it. But hang out a few minutes, guys, with me. We're going to be giving away this beautiful Ebbpoint and this beautiful SP Minnow. I have more bags to give away. I have my... Oh, hold on. I'll show them some other good stuff. Hold on.
Wait, we're on the other view. Hold on.
Yeah. There you go. So I bought one for myself, and I also bought one for you guys. You know what this is. This is a Mustang survival gear. This is basically you're swimming, you're fishing by the rocks late at night in the jetty. And basically, you go in. It's a dual flotation device, meaning it's got the foam in there. And if you need some more, it's got a quick charge in there, a little cartridge. You can always refill. It'll pick it up. It'll save your life, this, man. And especially if you're fishing on jetties. I know our subscriber, Gelso, he's out working right now. But Gelso had a buddy he went fishing with last winter on a nor'easter. He watched them get up on the jetty, and that was the last time they saw him that night. Unfortunately, he passed away. Sorry to hear about that. So something like this will save your life, and I will be giving it away in the coming weeks, man. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. I've already used mine. It's awesome. You feel secure. Go ahead, hon. I'm sorry.
Grandpappy, when does Scott take his boat out of Shark River in late fall?
Question mark.
So I usually keep it in until beginning of December. Sometimes a little bit later. Like after we fish Shark River, the bass a lot of times, like this past year, like we had bass then down by me off Ocean City throughout January. So a lot of times then it's time to start heading back down the coast. But by the time that comes, I'm usually wrapped up.
Nice.
So for the part, early December.
Definitely want to go fishing with you, brother. I can't wait for that season to come around because I definitely want to come down there. I got the passes, everything. I'm always down by, what do we call that point there with the lighthouse? Barnegat Inlet. Barnegat Inlet. I'm always down there fishing. You guys catch me. Don't come late at night, especially if I had a couple of beers. I will drown you if I don't know you. No, I'm kidding. I don't do that, and I don't drink. when I go fishing at all. Zero, zilch, none. The only time I drink is when my wife yells at me, tells me to take out the garbage, and I'll have a half a beer, and I go to sleep, and I feel better. But other than that, that's that.
James Flynn is asking Scotty to talk about your guide service.
Oh, the guide service.
Thanks, James.
Yep. So I got my captain's license back in 2019. I basically acted as if I was guiding all of 2019 and 2020. I got my new boat in 2020 that was so I would be able to start guiding. So I last year 2021 was my first season guiding. And I've been guiding all last year and this year, but it's been going great. The biggest thing, like I said, my niche is sheep's head, tog. Tog is another big one, and striped bass. That's what I'm targeting.
Beautiful.
Not so much flounder, but usually those three: tog, sheeps, and striped bass.
Nice. I would have, if you didn't mention striped bass in the end, I would have been like, I'm not calling him.
No.
I'm just kidding, buddy.
Like I said, bass is a way of life.
Yeah,
For us.
So, honey, put up that
Definitely.
number. I want somebody to call up. We want some live calls here. There's so many of you guys on. Come on, somebody call.
Yeah, I put it in
Please
the chat.
subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel.
Ebbpoint Surfcasting. Ask Scott if he's seen the Albies yet.
So no, I haven't, but it's time to start looking. That's what I was going to say.
I was going to say you're lying, but anyway, I believe you.
But I know some guys were catching them last week that were fishing offshore up north, and there was albies that were further off. But no, I haven't seen any personally. But it was around this time last year that I started catching them. So they're due.
Yep, they are due, man. And they've been coming around a little earlier.
What was that?
You were talking about what favorite fish to catch. Albies are close to my heart, man. I don't think that there's a more fun fish to catch on rod and reel and light tackle. There really isn't. They're addicting.
Yeah.
So
they are addicting, yeah.
Zach Pillar asking, Scotty, is sheephead and tog the same type of fishing, or is it different?
So, yes and no. But so here's the thing. So you will catch tog when you're targeting sheep's head. However, you typically catch sheep's head if you're targeting tog, if that makes sense. You may catch them as a bycatch, but as a rule, at least for me anyway, I haven't caught many sheeps as a bycatch specifically targeting tog. So if that answers your question, I know it might be a little bit wishy-washy.
Right. Let's not have none of that wishy-washy stuff on here again, all right? You want to be on the show again, don't you? No, I'm kidding.
He's kidding. Tom Houde asking, what's the largest striper caught with your guide service?
Good question.
So here's the thing. I'm primarily backwater, but I have gotten, now they're typically resident fish that I'm chasing. I have gotten fish over 40 inches on.
That's nice.
Like I said, specifically, that's targeting fish in the backwater. So I'm not talking about like fall migration fish, but last year I got so close to the 50-pound mark.
Wow.
So close.
Okay, so here. I got a good one. I got a really good one. So you are a guide service for striped bass. Now, I won't call you for anything other, especially if I'm going to have someone take me out, have me there, be their charter. I want to go out for the fish I want to go out with, not to be demanding or anything. That's just what I like, and that would be the striper. So if I came to you sometime next spring, let's say sometime June, May, whatever you say is a good time, and say, come on down, I'll take you out. When is a good time, like next year? Like, is it early or is it later spring?
So for bass for me, usually June is is like that magical month.
It's that magical month. Okay, so next June, my wife is looking at me very dangerously right now because she knows what I'm going to say. So I know as a guide, you're allowed to take up to 2 people out, correct?
So I can take up to 6. However, most of my is 2 people.
Good.
We can usually squeeze another guy on. But the thing of it is, there's a lot going on with the type of fishing I do, especially when targeting sheeps. And sometimes you would have to rotate a guy in and out if you go any more than 2. But
right. So basically, what I wanted to get to, and I'm sorry to interrupt you right now, the reason I brought that up, the next June, I promise somebody out there will have a common picker thing. I'm going to go out with what's his name again, honey?
Who are you talking about?
Talking about the guy that's on right now.
Why are you
I'm
doing
just
that?
kidding. I'm kidding. So we're going to go out with you, right? And I'm going to bring somebody else with me. And you can take us out together. You could show us the ropes in Jersey. And remember, the gentleman who's going to come or when, remember, it's all about the fishing. And I guarantee you that when we're done, we're going to be a better surf fisherman in Jersey, in that area that he just taught us about. Because he is a guy, he is providing a service, and we expect you to teach us and be doing the correct thing. Is that right?
Absolutely.
There you go. I'm just saying that, and I'm pinpointing that. If anybody wants to use him as a guide, I would use him. Why not? You can hear how much information we've gotten from you tonight, which is really good information. I mean, I've gotten some great information. I'm going to catch a 50 next year because of you. But I'm going to definitely go out with you just to meet you, just to see your ways on how you teach people to be a better surf fisherman. And that's how you become a better surf fisherman. Don't keep things to yourself. Tell your friends about them. Teach them. Let them teach you too. Listen. Always listen. It's very important. I don't listen at all. I just like to talk. But I listen. I really do listen. And that's what makes me a better surf fisherman. Not than you, than anybody. I'm just like you guys. Guys, I grind. I grind it out like a maniac. People will see me and they'll say, oh, he catches nice fish. It happens because I grind. I really, really grind. I'm still waiting to catch my trophy fish one day. But in the meantime, I'm enjoying every minute, every aspect of this game. And that includes having Captain Scotty Sevins on my show tonight, which I have learned plenty. What have I learned tonight, honey? One thing that I've learned tonight. I want to see if she's paying attention right now.
What have you learned tonight?
Tell me. I will embarrass the heck out of you. There you go. Go ahead. What have I learned about sheephead fishing? Let me make it easy for you. Here, I'll give you the answer. That Scotty Sevins, Captain Scotty Sevins, is the only one on the face of the earth that can catch those fish. Is that better for you? Do you remember that now? Okay, good. It's
his favorite.
It's his favorite. There you go. I love my wife so much. Oh, my goodness, I love my wife. Okay. Okay, so we put the phone number on 43 million times, and nobody's calling. Call the number. Put the number up,
honey. People are putting in their comments and questions.
Yeah, but put the number up there. I love using the number.
Oh, okay.
Call in the number, man. It's free. It's not like you're going to see a bill, $5 a minute, because you were on the Mr. Poseidon show. I don't do that. Just give me a donation of $1 or $2, and I'm very happy.
Oh, God.
With $1 or $2. My wife's going to yell at me after the show. Hey, nobody cares about you. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so we're waiting for the phone to ring. Is it ringing yet, honey?
No.
This is terrible. How many? 45 people out there, and you're not listening? You're not calling the number? Call it. My wife does not bite. She will be answering. Is it ringing, honey? I hear something. Is it ringing? No? This is terrible. Call the number.
We got Wormway. You got to look in here in the
Call
chat.
The number.
Wormway asking,
leave the number up. Call the number.
Scotty?
Call the number. Do I have to call this number?
When I'm shark fishing, a lot of not from the beach though, of course, but I'll run around out front. I was actually out there last week doing it, but basically set out a chum slick. I call it ghetto sharking. It's very similar to as if you were targeting makos or threshers. All you need is a bucket of chum and a couple of balloons, and you send baits out on balloons. And it's actually, like I said, one of my favorite things to do this time of year to keep the lines bent. But I do, especially from fishing from the boat.
Got it. So, can I ask the question? Are you going fishing tomorrow?
So I am on Tuesday.
Oh, nice. Very good. I'm hoping I can get out fishing this week, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm thinking Massachusetts. I don't know yet. We'll see what's up. I'm very excited. No matter where I go fishing, I'm always excited because I know there's always a chance of catching a fish. No matter where you go, you put the time and the grind in, you will eventually catch a nice fish. So, Romina, my lovely wife.
Hey, Chuck is saying, Mr. P, you got side scan on that utility belt of yours. Do you understand what he's saying?
No.
Chuck?
Edwin Rivera subscriber.
There you go. Finally. 11 years later, we got a call coming in.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry, Scotty. So my wife has a call coming in. And what was that? What was that you read? Mr. P, you got a side scan
press 1. To
on
send a
the
voicemail.
utility belt of yours. A side scan. What do you mean? I'm totally lost on that, Chuck. Help me out. I'm waiting for your answer. Ocean State Bass Fishing, what's up, buddy? It's always a pleasure with you. Thank you so much. Mr. P, what time Sunday you going to be around? About 3 or 4 in the afternoon, we should be getting there. Boat reference. Oh, boat reference. Boat reference. No, I don't. I don't have a boat reference. Scott, do you have a boat reference?
Well, no. A boat preference, he asked?
It looks like...
Do I have...
No, where was that? I just read that? Oh, my goodness. I'm looking for it now.
I did this.
Yeah, there it is.
He was... I believe.
Yes, fishing side scan on the surf belt.
Yes, a side scan is side scanning sonar.
Okay. There you go.
That's what's...
I'm learning every day, and I love this. I'm a better surf fisherman after this show. Are you kidding me, right, honey? Hey, how you doing? I'm going to cast a mile after this show.
Edwin coming on.
Edwin? Okay, there you go. So let's go with Edwin. Edwin.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Hey, Mr. Edwin, how you doing? I always call Edwin the wise man, and why do I call him that? This guy has watched every surf fishing video out there, especially from the likes of Bill Wetzel, guys like, what's his name, honey? Fishaholic. Yeah, John Skinner.
All those guys.
Yeah, all those guys, definitely. Go ahead, buddy. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I came in late, because I was still working.
Sure.
But, I see nobody's calling in, so while I'm driving, I decided to call.
Oh, man.
And I know why they're not calling in. They're waiting for you to get to the giveaway.
Edwin, the man that said the truth tonight. The only 2 guys that said the truth tonight, Scotty Sevins. Everything he said is magical and truthful. And my man, Edwin Rivera. So, Edwin, please ask your question to Scotty Sevins.
So forgive me if the question has already been answered, but like I said, I just got on. But I was wondering, you're a captain and you do charters. So you charter your boat and you also do surf charters?
No, I don't do surf charters. I'm all backwater boat fishing and boat charters.
Okay.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so I understand why you don't want to take 6 people out.
Yeah.
Definitely a fact, man, without a doubt. Edwin, man.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, what's the biggest sheephead you caught?
So we actually got a 14 back in June. So that was the biggest one that we've landed. We've broke off plenty that are unknown size. So the funny thing about that 14-pounder is 2 guys were fishing. One guy's rod goes down, takes off. The other guy's rod goes down immediately and hooked up. into giant fish. The one guy pulls the hook on his, loses it, and the other guy still had his fish on. Here, they both hooked the same sheep's head. So that 14 ate a jig and swam into the other guy's jig and got hooked in the stomach. And we landed that fish because we still had the hook in the stomach. So
wow, that's great. That's a crazy story. How far north do they migrate?
So that's a very good question. I know I talk to guys that are you guys are in Long Island that catch them in Long Island throughout Jamaica Bay. I'm not sure how much further if they go up and around the top of Long Island. I would imagine that they do. I just don't think that there's people up there fishing for them. I really believe that it's an untapped resource for you guys, and that you should. And believe it or not, the New York State record for sheeps is not all that big. I believe the New York State record is like 13.8, I believe, on sheep's head. And with the size of a lot of the fish that are here, that's a very attainable record. So.
Oh, that's good to know. So what's the best way to catch one?
So really, they're basically feeding on vertical structure. There's levels to the sheep game, and it all starts with going out and having to dig your own bait and dig your own crabs. So you can't you can use sand fleas, that sort of thing, but usually fiddlers or Asian crabs. I know that you guys have a lot of Asian crabs up your way. You got to think of them in terms of that they're not a bottom feeder. They're more suspended in the water column, feeding on vertical structure. So.
Right.
All right, so Edwin.
Awesome, Edwin. Thanks so much for
No,
calling
hold
in.
on, slow down. My wife's throwing you out, Edwin.
No,
you should yell at her right now. You have the floor, Edwin, on my wife. On my wife. This is terrible. I mean, come on.
Continue.
So, Edwin, I wanted to say to you, always a pleasure, Edwin. I know you've been here from the start. Thank you so much. Thank you for those wonderful questions. Thank you for the answers from, obviously, Captain Scotty Sevins. Thanks so much. But, Edwin, thanks again, buddy. And I know you're going to be on the show, and I know I'll see you always personally again going fishing with you, buddy.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. Thanks for letting me call in. Have a good night, everyone.
Absolutely, buddy. Thank you. All right, Scotty. So we're ending up here. I want to give away the prizes right now. We had the middle winner. Who was the middle winner again? Who won those prizes, honey?
We had Christopher Carrique.
That's right, Christopher Carrique. Christopher, what's up, buddy? Congratulations on that win tonight. It's a nice pickup by Zinger Baits. But right now, we're going to be giving away. Let me put up the overhead so people can actually see this a little clearly. Hold on, guys. There we go. So I got the overhead up right now, and you can see we got an Ebbpoint leader bag. Ebbpoint. Come on, these people know I call it Ebbpoint, but look at this. Look at this beautiful, nice, man. Just good stuff. You got your zip bags here for your leaders. Nice, good, nice amount of space. You can put a bunch of leaders in there. And he's got also a little grommet there. This thing is detachable, obviously. Look. See how it detaches? Okay, there you go. You can put it right back in there. You want to get a better one in the future after it wears out on you, if it does. But this is a nice leader bag. Look how pretty that is in black and red. And also I'm going to be giving away this beautiful SP Minnow, which is a chicken scratch floating 1.1 ounce. A little heavier than 1.1 ounce, but 6-inch, and it dives to a depth of 3 feet plus on this SP Minnow, just about 3 feet plus. But nice lure. It's always considered one of my favorite, introduced to me by Bill Wetzel. So if you left a comment on last week's, let me put myself on. If you left a comment on last week's live stream, which was with Orlando from NorCal Cat, wonderful lure maker from California, really beautiful stuff. Check him out. Obviously, we'll leave a a link on the bottom. You can check him out, his Instagram account. Thanks, Orlando, always for showing up to my show. A pleasure to have you on as a guest. So if you left a comment on the bottom, we're going to see who the winner is right now. My wife is going to run that comment picker. How you doing over there, honey? Are you ready to run it?
Okay, hold on. I got to click it.
Don't click it yet. Okay.
Okay, ready?
So basically,
1, 2, 3.
what is that?
Are you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Okay.
Go ahead. And the winner is?
Choo.
Very nice. Who's that?
Tom Houde.
Tom Houde. There it is. I see it now, honey. Tom Houde. You want to put it up so they could see it?
Let's see. Is Tom Houde here?
Yeah. Let's see. If he's here, he wins. If you're not here, Tom, I'm sorry. You're going to lose this beautiful first place prize over here for tonight, the giveaway. Can you put it up, honey, so the people can see the name?
It takes a few steps.
Oh, there you go. Tom Houde.
I know. It takes a
Okay.
few steps.
Tom Houde, there you are. You won. If you're there right now, I'm going to give you a 10-second human countdown. That means you get a little extra.
Oops.
10, 9, 8. All right, you're up to 8, Tom. You're in trouble. 7, 6.
There he is.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Tom Houde, you won the prize. Congratulations on that, buddy. You've been here a while. I know you've been here weekly. Thanks so much. And for my guest tonight, that's right. We got some for you too, buddy. I'm going to give you a Mr. Poseidon. Where is that hat, honey? It's not here. I have brand new ones in the box. I'll send you one. Do you have a big head or a small head, buddy? Small head. Okay, beautiful.
Small or large?
I'll send you a small. I don't like using the strap caps in the back. So mine is an adjustable. It goes from a small to a medium. You could just put it on. You don't have to worry about straps or anything. Beautiful cap.
It's just a stretchy band.
But basically, you're not going to wear a thing that says live streaming, Mr. Poseidon. It's there for a memory for you. We'll send it to you. Just send me on Instagram your address, and I'll send that right over to you, buddy. I appreciate.
Awesome.
Yeah, I appreciate you being on my show. But before you go, I'm going to give you the floor. Anything else you want to say to anybody? Anything?
Shout outs.
Please go ahead.
No, I actually want to thank you. Thank you. I know that your show is primarily geared towards surfcasters. I know being a boat guy, I was kind of like stepping into the fire here, but I do appreciate you having me on. I appreciate what you do for the community.
Thank you.
You're a good person in the community. You do a lot of good things.
Thank you.
And I think you're a positive influence, and it's something that the community doesn't have much of these days.
Thank
or
you.
enough of.
Yeah, and it was nice to hear, especially when you said earlier tonight, you understand and you know that when a surf fisherman catches a big fish from the beach, what an accomplishment that is. I mean, really,
Right.
that's an accomplishment. I don't care if they come by every night and you got 40-pounders, it's still an accomplishment. These are fish that are elusive. They're not around all the time. And I appreciate people like you too, because I do like going out on boats. I enjoy my time. There's no hate in me at all. The only hate I have is when I get seasick. But hopefully the Dramamine will work that day. And it's a beautiful trip out. And Scotty, I will be in touch with you again. We will have you on the show again. This is not your last time, 100%. You were a dynamite guest. I got a lot of information. Now go to heck. And I didn't say hell. I said heck. Well, I'm just kidding. But thank you so much for being on my show. I appreciate you so much more than when I knew you before the show. And that's the honest to God's truth.
Thank you, Scotty.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you, buddy. Again, thank you to everybody, honey. Let's do it. D-Bar, WR, Trail Biker, Ronnie M, Zach Pillar, Christopher Carrique, congratulations. Danny D. Morales, here every week. Thank you so much. Catskill Outdoors, don't think I don't see you. Ocean State Bass Fishing, what can I say? You are the man, brother. Wormway, Tom Houde, congratulations, NorCal Cat. Thanks so much, Ronnie M. Let's go, let's go.
Good night, everybody.
Good night,
Bye,
everybody.
Scotty.
Thanks, Scotty.